Hello and welcome to DayZ, episode 2. We just came back from the coast, looked around a town, and we bumped into a player that wanted to kill himself. Killed himself twice. He just went in the woods, and we're heading north. I have no real idea where I am. I can always find out. I thought I was a player for a second. There was a bloody bush rendering in. It scared me. So what I have is a hammer. My trusty weapon, so it looks a bit damaged actually. It's pristine, but it looks a bit... Oh. Our first is going low. We might just have our drink now. We have some food now, so we should last for a while, food-wise. We're yet to find a gun, and you're more likely to find a gun inland. Luckily that guy had an extra glow stick and an extra apple, so that Pepsi can we got for the zombie. So the energy isn't too bad. This is the PlayStation 4 edition. I kinda like it. I played the PC version like once, but it wasn't mine, it was a friend of mine. Best thing we should do is go north, find a road and follow that road. We are RR3 still, and the lobby's quite low in numbers, so I highly doubt we'll bump into anyone today in this episode, but this episode will be considerably longer, maybe like 40 minutes to an hour maybe. I wanted to do YouTube videos for so long. It's hard to have the motivation to do it because there's so many people doing it now. But the thought of making videos is generally a passion of mine. I've always wanted to do it. That was a gunshot. Sounded far away. Sounded like Mosin, if I was to guess. Sounded like it came from my left. If you guys can't pick it up, it's because of my fish tanks making background noise. I would play first person, but I'm not much of a fan of it myself. I'd play first person when I gunplay. It's usually really good first person because you're more accurate. But that gunshot sounded quite a ways away. Hopefully the next time we find a weapon, because we weren't so lucky. Didn't check every building in that town down there, but I didn't want to stick around. There's a lot of zombies spawning in. I like the way they've designed the trees in this game. Like, they move around. It's not half bad. Looks like there's a barn there. That gunshot sounded real far away, and I think you can hear a gunshot from 2 kilometers away, depending on the gun. I think shotgun's the loudest though. There's a watchtower there. Might have a knife. I might just ditch this hammer, my trusty hammer. It's done me well, but if I find a two-handed melee, I might just get rid of the hammer. You see, the two-handed melees aren't really all that useful, and they just take up space mainly. It's best to have a rifle and a machine gun or a shotgun on both sides, if that makes sense. This place doesn't look like it's been looted. Maybe the server reset. Definitely checked out though. That was another gunshot. Definitely came from where I'm facing. Garden lime, is that it? That's all you got for me. Lucky for us, we're not really headed that way. We're headed north. Probably a town that way, but I think that leads towards, not the coast, but maybe. Looks like we've got some daylight left, probably not an hour's worth of daylight, maybe, depending if that's morning, but judging by the brightness, it might be evening. Not evening, but afternoon. Hunter towers are always worth to look, because you might even find a gun. Very rare you find guns on watchtowers, but... Ah! A backpack. A hunter's backpack, I think. Has rope in it. You see, the mountain backpack has more space, but it's a bit more... Yeah, keep this because it's got a little bit less space, but only by like 17 space, and it's a bit more camouflaged, which I prefer. I prefer tacticality than space, even though the space is good. And I think you could put a tactical utility backpack on the bottom of this to add like another 20 or 30. So technically this has the best sort of potential. It might have like 90 space or 100 space with the utility backpack, I'm not sure. But you can put it at the bottom of it. This peacoat and hard hat's looking a bit dumb. We might need to find a military camp to kit ourselves up with some camo and stuff. But we might find some camo and hunting rags. Backpack had rope in it. I'll keep hold of it until it comes in the way. It's always good to keep hold of stuff. Not really hoarding, but it's just in case, you know what I mean? Because like, when you find something you're like, oh, that would go well with rope, and you realise you're like, oh, got rid of it. There are a lot of zombies here. They seem agitated as well. See, the best civilian buildings to check are the cabins, because they most likely have weapons. Plus I have pistol rounds for the... Oh, I have mags as well, don't I? Yeah, I have an FX45 mag and a CR75 mag. That zombie might get in the way. Take her out. Shut up.
Brad,
Yeah, made me jump.
Dave what you mean, because he's been out and he's looking at the wrong thing. He's looking at the stack of slabs. Well, he's only got to move them along. No, he's got to... You know where the trampoline was? It was